Hi, and I'm Michael.
And we're here to
Shake 'em up.
So today we thought it would be a cool idea, since we're not able to get together yet again for Convention Week, which is right around the corner normally, to present to you from the National Heisey Glass Museum. This has been the second year now that unfortunately we've had to cancel events due to COVID. Fortunately, things are coming kind of back to normal, so hopefully we'll be here all together next year.
Hopefully.
So, to enjoy what we would think normally as a convention week, I know I would be having a cocktail or two with somebody, and we would have food and fun and friends, and we would have seminars. So we thought we would give our own little seminar today on none other than, you guessed it, ball vases.
We thought we'd have a ball, guys. So we're going to mix up a drink and also share an educational cocktail or an educational seminar with you. So we want to have a lot of fun with this and share some Heisey insight knowledge on ball vases. But also, you know us, we got to have a cocktail or two, so we thought we'd mix one up in a Heisey ball vase.
And we're ready, so here we go.
Yep. So let me share a little bit of history with you on the ball vases. So early on in Heisey's history, they started making ball vases right out of the get-go. 1896 to 1903, 1906, depending on what pattern. Different ball vases were made, but they were called rose bowls. That was the name that the Victorian trend was, a rose bowl. This is a Pillows rose bowl. They also made, this is Heisey's second pattern, which is Fandango. And this is a Fandango rose bowl. They still have that ball shape. They were technically a ball vase, but they were nicked.
And you did tell me that someone shared a photo of this from the new Downton Abbey movie.
Correct.
Something was close to that.
Very cool. On the new Downton Abbey movie, they're at a ball banquet toward the end of the movie, and there are rose bowls on all the tables that look very, very similar to this, with roses actually in them. And so it's very cool that was so set to period, and there they are. It looks very similar. I'll share a picture with you right here as well.
Still circulating Heisey in Hollywood. We had to plug our Heisey in Hollywood.
Absolutely. So for like 20 years, ball vases the trend was kind of over. That was the rose bowl. That shape kind of fizzled out and wasn't very popular, and so it wasn't until about 20 years later, in 1937, that the Ridgely line in Heisey really took off. Again, it's a very deco, streamlined shape and ridges, and they came out with a Ridgely ball vase. So it was called a ball vase, not a rose bowl anymore. So that was the first one that debuted. There's a few other patterns, Stanhope, that had a ball vase, and then in 1936, I'm sorry, the Ridgely one came out in 35, and then in 1936, the 4045 ball vase that everyone knows and loves in Heisey. These came in many, many colors. So moongleam, cobalt, alexandrite, crystal, Sahara, and even tangerine. So they are very popular and are very fun to find in Heisey. Problem is, a lot of other companies made a very similar shape as well. So how do you tell the difference? Biggest thing on the Heisey ones, at the very top, there's a little bit of a flare that comes up. They're not perfectly round. It doesn't dome over. There's still a little bit of a cupped flare at the top. And then also, you want to count the optics. Sorry, we are outside.
We are outside. We're close to downtown. Forgive us.
So you want to count the optic panels. So you can see the light kind of reflecting in the different panels and the shapes, the different thicknesses of glass. And so on these, they were made in a 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 12-inch size of ball vase. So they're very popular, many sizes, many colors. So the 3, 4, 6, and 7-inch size all should have 10 optic panels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's how you tell a Heisey one. If it were any other company, it would probably have a different number. It would be 12 or 14 or even less.
So what resembles Sahara very much so.
Correct. So these look very similar. This is an imperial one, so it's made out of the same mold, but they used a different optic mold, and obviously it has many, many more. I couldn't even count these quickly here for you. Maybe 20 optic panels. Yeah. So it's still very pretty, still very close in Heisey's Sahara color. The right shape, the right size, but wrong optics. So perfect example of the difference there. The larger sizes, the 9 and 12-inch size, they have 12 optic panels. So again, you'll want to keep those numbers and keep those so you can count them if you're ever out in an antique store and find them later. And then lastly, Heisey made a Saturn optic ball vase. And you can see the optic panels go the opposite way. So they made these both in crystal and zircon, and they're gorgeous. So this is also it looks very much like a Heisey cobalt ball vase, very, very similar. But the optic is not right. I wish I could show you this up in detail. It's kind of like a diamond optic and a paneled optic. This is a Cambridge ball vase. So again, many companies made them, but the determining factor is the optics. So, all right, that was a brief explanation of Heisey ball vases. I'll share a couple, little tips and tricks with you on the screen here as I talked. I'm really excited to share a little bit about Heisey ball vases.
I think that was great. That gives me a lot of information I didn't know. My usual thing is if I see something out that I don't know, I just send him a text and a picture and say, quickly, tell me.
Is this Heisey?
Is it or isn't? And I just hope that he answers me quickly. So, very
awesome.
good.
So we're going to mix up a drink, and we're really excited to show you how to mix up a fish bowl. We want you to use your Heisey.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to use it for a use that it's not intended for. These are vases, but why not use it for a cocktail?
Why not? And we're going to go all out. We're going to use this vase to do that out. So
that's the 9-inch ball vase. Heisey's round ball vase, 9-inch size.
Yep.
So what kind of liquids are we putting in here to make this?
Today we're going to use vodka. We're using our blue Curacao, of course. Coconut rum or silver clear rum. Coconut's better. To give it that nice coconutty to go with the pineapple. Pineapple
tropical.
Juice, tropical taste, yes.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit of grenadine, just to kind of get, depending on how blue you want it, because that'll help me give you that blue purple, and a little bit of sweetness. We're going to garnish with some cherries and some lemons and some pineapple, and it's just going to be beautiful, and it's going to taste even better.
These are kind of like the dumpsters of drinks, usually. If you're out at a bar or cocktail lounge or something and you order a fish bowl, it'll come out with all kinds of chopped up fruit, and it's kind of just whatever was there, they throw it in, and it's just a fun piñata of different fruits and drinks. So, all right, so what do we got first?
I would say we're using 10 ounces of coconut rum.
There's 8 ounces.
Okay.
And I'll do another 2.
Yeah, we need some more.
All right. So 10 ounces.
10 ounces. And we're using 10 ounces of vodka. You want to have some ice on hand too. We're going to use 6 ounces of the blue Curacao.
Curacao. Curacao.
Yeah, he had some trouble with that. Curacao. Remember, this is kind of a citrusy tasting alcohol. It's kind of sweet, but it adds that beautiful blue color that we don't want to lose here. Okay. Some sort of a lemonade or lemon lime soda, 7-Up Sprite, something like that. We're going to use a liter. So in our case, we're using 2 cans. Okay. And we're going to use 20 ounces of pineapple juice. Woo! A lot of pineapple juice.
Poured it out there. 20
Okay.
ounces. There's the first 10. Look at that color.
Look how pretty. And as I said, we keep grenadine on the side just in case you lose a lot of that blue color when you add your pineapple juice. Sometimes it can kind of go greenish. You can always add a little bit more of your blue Curacao if you like. It's kind of like mix it to taste. We're just giving you the basic recipe. We're also going to throw in some lemon slices just as a garnish. And we're going to put some ice in. Because you'll like this nice and cold. This is a nice, refreshing cocktail. And because we're using the large bowl, we're going to garnish this with some pineapple chunks and some maraschino cherry. So this will look very pretty.
There's also a tip I saw online. I haven't tried it yet. We'll see if it works. Of using a little bit of grenadine on some Swedish fish to give them a little bit of glue there to adhere them if you want to stick them on the inside. And that sticks them on there pretty well. So cool little trick there. It's a fish bowl, remember? So you got to have fish in it.
And some people will put like those little pop rocks that you can get that kind of
like nerds
or
yep.
things like that to put in the bottom, like you would see the rock and the stones in the bottom of your fish bowl. We opted not to do that because I'm not crazy about nerds, and you neither was he.
Nah.
So we thought we would just put this on the side. Maybe just pinch it there.
So many hands we can get in here.
There we go. And you've got your fish swimming in there. You've got your lemon slices going in. And I think that's where we're at.
I'm just going to throw a whole lemon in here. I mean, why not?
Why not? It's kind of like you said.
It's a dumpster of a...
It's a dumpster of a drink, but boy is it yummy. And we're going to whip out our straws. We're going to share this one today. I think this looks too pretty in that bowl to try to pour it out, mix it up and other things. So there you have it. You have a fish bowl in a bowl vase. It looks beautiful. Let's see how it tastes. Oh my goodness. That's yummy.
It's good. That definitely went the coconut rum.
Yes, there's different varieties. Captain's my favorite, but you can really taste the rum.
Yep.
With the pineapple juice. Of course, everything is always to taste. We give you a recipe, but if you want more, have at it.
Yep. Always feel free to improvise, make these fun. You can do different skewers. You can put fish on your skewers. Do whatever you want. Make it fun. But yeah, the coconut rum definitely made that taste really good. Very good.
That's beautiful.
Guys, this is one you want to share, obviously.
Absolutely.
Make this at a party. Pass the ball vase around.
Pass
Enjoy.
the ball vase. Have a ball.
Have a ball.
Yeah.
Don't be square, be round.
Yeah. We'll do those.
All right, guys. Happy convention week. We're sorry we can't get together and see everybody. But again, we wanted to at least get together here with you, share a little bit of Heisey knowledge, and mix up a fun cocktail.
Yeah.
So get out there, have fun,
Yep.
and shake 'em up.
Bye. Hope to see you all soon.